Again, I can pull his head back, big breath, always keeping my fingers away from the throat. Stretch him out. Because these muscles have now become tight again. So getting in right back. Like I say, in my opinion and a lot of others, the neck relates to that control thing. So when people are controlling and not flowing, then we think neck being tight. Big breath. Still a bit tight in there. Big breath. Big breath. Again. Again. There we go. Another one. Good. It's good. Yeah, let that breath come. Exhale, relax. Feel your neck here. Just get you to take a deep breath in. Yeah, a couple went easy, but and again. And now all the sides of it. Again, Tim, if it's too much, just let me know. Just say stop, okay? Otherwise, I'll just try and get rid of as much tension as I can. You just keep breathing into your belly and let anything out that needs to come out. Big breath. You're okay with me doing your neck? Okay. Big breath into your belly. That's it. And relax. And again. And out. Oh, that's good. It's obviously painful. And I go, okay, he's got a tight jaw. I might do something else for a little while. Come back to that a bit later. I could also at this stage then stretch his neck back by having one hand under his neck and the other hand here, getting him to breathe. And just gently stretching back. How was that, Dave? Pressure okay?
Yeah. You were doing it with a little bit of a twist. Is that significant? Like you're turning his head?
Something like this. Get him to breathe in. Bring his head to the side. And then just gently. And then change my position.
A little bit there.
Yeah, a little bit.